pupils, this is Sharmida Kaushik, and if you're watching this, you are the learning kind. This is brought to you by Perpetual Pupil, experts at learning and development, currently focused on bringing new perspectives to education. We have an extremely exciting guest today, Ms. Madhu Singhal ji. She is the founder and managing trustee of Mitra Jyoti, award-winning organization focused on people with visual impairment. She has reimagined what education looks like for those who the system more often overlooks. She, among her many other accolades, is the national award that she won for empowerment of people with disabilities. I'm so excited to speak to you, Madhuji. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity today.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to address the gathering.
Thank you. So my most favorite question, Madhuji, to ask all our guests is, which is one song you would pick as the title song of your life?
There are many, but I like one song that जोत से जोत जलाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो. It means one person is guiding others and it will become a group.
Yeah, that's awesome, Madhuji. I know that you have had, a lot of training in Hindustani music and you sing very well.
Exactly.
How is your relationship with music today, Madhuji?
Yes, music is my life. I keep listening songs, Hindustani music, and so on and so forth. Good singers, but somehow I couldn't able to pursue the singing myself. Though in the beginning stages I was singing in All India Radio and so on.
Wow, Madhuji, you have to give us one or two lines, please, in any song that you like.
What do you want me to sing?
Maybe the song that you just told us about, Jyot Se Jyot.
ज्योत से ज्योत जलाते चलो, ओ ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, राह में आए जो दीन दुखी, सबको गले से लगाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जगाते चलो, ज्योत से ज्योत जलाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो.
Wow, Madhuji, that was amazing. This I did not know that you could sing so well, Madhuji. How is that you like music so much?
I don't know. From the beginning, I was keep humming the songs from the very beginning. When I was just 2 years old or 3 years old. Later on, my parents started, arrange a teacher who was coming and teach music to me when I was 6 years old.
Okay.
So it was I was always with the music. I have completed my Hindustani music in MA.
Wow.
And later on also, I was learning from different scholars.
That's amazing. I know that you were named the best student in your college also. Did it have anything to do with your amazing singing skills, Madhuji?
Yes, maybe some part. Because when I was in college, I was participating in different talent competitions and all, singing, poem recitations, and also some debates kind of things.
Yeah.
So, and also I was always coming in first in my class.
Wow.
So altogether, the organization decided to give me this best student of the year.
I think that was a great choice. How did you react when you found out?
It was nice to hear.
Yeah. Madhuji, what was your inspiration behind Mitra Jyoti? What made you decide to start an organization like this?
Okay. in fact, from the childhood, there was so many difficulties which the persons with disabilities faced, especially the visually impaired person. And I must have also faced so many difficulties to come up in the life
Yeah.
with the people, or so many things. And I was always thinking that I should do something for my other brother and sister.
Okay.
When I completed my post graduation, there was a little bit trauma in the family. My father passed away with a sudden cardiac arrest.
Okay.
And after that, I don't know what is the next in my life. 4 years I was just sitting at home without doing anything. Then somehow my sister and brother-in-law have invited me to come to Bangalore, and I came here in 1987. And till that time, I didn't have much idea about persons with disabilities, general and visually impaired in particular. But after coming here, I visited lot of organizations, lot of people, because I had never been to any school, special schools.
Yeah.
I was studying at home in the beginning stages, and later on I joined the school, so I didn't have much idea.
Okay.
But when I met them, that time I came to know that there is a lot of need to create so many programs for them, especially education.
Yeah.
Without education, nothing can be done. That time I decided I will do something for my other brother and sister. And with the help of, I can say that my brother-in-law has given me this opportunity that you should start doing something. Maybe we can be the spectators.
Yeah.
We can be able to help you in your general doing. But the things you have to think, your vision will come forward to do the things.
Yeah, that's wonderful, Madhuji. It's so inspiring to see this organization today also. I think every time I come, it blows my mind. You mentioned that, there were some people in your life who stood by you throughout the whole journey, Madhuji. Who would you say was the most inspirational person?
I would like to say thanks to those people. First of all, I can say that my parents, they never saw me some different person. They always took me along with them. And the previous years, the time I have to grow, they have helped me to grow myself. Later on, when I came to Bangalore, I can say that my sister and brother-in-law, they were the main person to give me this idea to start this Mitra Jyoti, and after that how to run the organization and all. It is not a very easy thing, but he was always with me. Later on I can say that I also mentioned one more person. She was my mentor, Mrs. N.S. Hema, the founder of Association of the People with Disability, herself on the wheelchair. She showed me the way how to run the organization.
Wow.
And I can say that I am on her path to run this organization,
Yeah, that's so inspiring, Madhuji. That's amazing.
So I want to say thanks to those people, and without them, I could have not done that much. There are so many others. I also give the credit to my all colleagues from the beginning, those who have come with me to do the work, because one single person cannot do anything. Without them, definitely I couldn't have to achieve so much for this organization.
That's amazing, Madhuji. I know that you started this organization in the 90s.
Yes.
And you were a woman and you were visually impaired, and you were looking to start organization. What was that like? What were some of the roadblocks that you
There are
faced?
always roadblock comes in each one's life. In fact, I am from Haryana. I came here in 1987. And I was not having any idea what I am going to do in Bangalore. My brother-in-law and sister invited me, if you want to stay back here and start the organization, or want to do anything else, you are most welcome. We can give you the independent and opportunity to do the things.
Okay.
I visited lot of organizations here to talk to them, what can I do, kind of things. But somehow it didn't match to me, and people started telling me, ki, what are you going to do in Karnataka? You don't know the language, you don't know the culture. So
Yeah.
how you are thinking to do the things here? Better you go back to your own city and
Oh.
start the work, kind of things. But this was a challenge for me. I was not feeling bad, but I have taken it as a challenge
Mm.
and started doing a small things for Karnataka. So slowly and steadily, those people also understood me, and I can say that today we are here.
Yeah, I think that you have integrated the regional language and the culture of
Exactly. I
land.
try my level best. Maybe not up to the mark, but whatever I could do, I have taken.
No, I think the thought counts a lot, Madhuji. And I know that you have created some programs in Mitra Jyoti, some called, life skills. Life skills training program. So, what are some of the skills? How did you decide what skills to focus on?
In fact, when I started in 1990, I met a lot of people with persons with disabilities, and especially the visually impaired, because that was my subject, overall.
Yeah.
That time I came to know that there are people, those who want to continue pursue their education,
Yeah.
because that time there was no accessible material available here in Karnataka,
Okay.
in neither in braille nor in audio format.
Right.
That time we started a talking book library. This was our first subject,
Okay.
first program in Mitra Jyoti.
Mhm.
Also, I visited so many slums in Bangalore along with Hema, and I felt people are just sitting at home. They are not coming out. Nobody is there to give them idea to come out and do something.
Okay.
They wanted to go to the school education and all. So we have arranged the school admission for them. A lot
Yeah.
of people, we took them to the school and admit them there. The not only the visually impaired, the other disabilities.
Yeah.
For the visually impaired, we started a library, and I am happy to say that after 35 years, I can see the result. This digital, talking book library has become a digital library, and lot of awareness amongst the people, and people have completed their education, and they are in a different lines, different things they are doing for their livelihood and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Along with that, we started lot of skill programs. First of all, we started a program for the blind women. Lot of women were coming to me and they were telling, "Ki, we want to be independent in our life. We don't want to take support from our parents throughout our life. So we want to learn some skills like at home how we can run a house, cooking, everything. So we can also start our family." So we started a independent living skill program for them in 1997, and I am happy to say that 400 women we trained.
Wow.
We have placed them in the regular, lot of units, garment units and other
Yeah.
units, and they are working and they are running their houses. So later on, lot of people came forward, and that time the different screen reading software has come in India
Yeah.
to give the computer education. So we started giving the computer education to lot of boys and girls.
Wow.
And now there is a result, They are doing their livelihood, they are doing their family, they are running their family and doing very well.
Madhuji, what was that decision to integrate technology into your programs? How did it change the way you taught? Did your methods take any different turns?
Yes, technology has played a very vital role in our life. As the technology came, we were very scared how we will manage the technology. Just a simple thing. Earlier, the telephone was there with the, buttons. We were managing very well.
Yeah.
Slowly, this touch phone has come, and then all these things with touchpad and kind of things. And when this mobile phone has come, we were very scared. Okay, we can dial the number, but other things, how we will do?
Oh.
Then all the technology have taken, and some people like me in different places, They were quite, good in technology kind of things. So they have made a noise, and they all over the world. This was a journey to bring technology in the life of persons with disabilities.
Right.
So it really played a very vital role. We couldn't think that we can run the computer, we can run the mobile phone and kind of things. But now everybody is very much independent, the visually impaired, doing their work without any support.
Was that the thought that inspired you to integrate the placement cell into placing students into organizations that are in general structure, like the corporate organizations?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, placement everybody needs, whether it is a technology related or other things. So we started the time when lot of things manually people are doing it. But when the technology came, so we have related with the technology.
Right.
And I don't know what will come in future. So I personally feel we have to come, work according to the need. And Mitra Jyoti always think that whatever the needs are there, accordingly we should do the work and give them the particular things.
Okay. That is very interesting, Madhuji. You also expanded the scope of your placement cell to people with other special needs also.
Yes. We started for the women with visual impairment in 1997. But time and again, other people also came and spoke to me on why is it for the women with visual impairment. We are also here.
Yeah.
So we started for all persons with disabilities. And it was a good, taking from the people according to the needs. Because that time I visited one factory.
Right.
They were asking people for hearing impaired. I said, why hearing impaired? Because in the factory there is lot of noise.
Right.
So they said if the hearing impaired are there, they are not very much upset about the work.
Right.
So we need this. So it is a learning for me also. Different disability has a kind of advantage.
Yeah.
To think about it.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah. So, Madhuji, what are some of the misconceptions you see that people have about people with disabilities, and especially with people who are visually impaired? What are some of the misunderstandings that organizations that are looking to hire have, or even parents or educators have towards?
See, I personally feel there is a awareness, lack of awareness amongst different things. Maybe they are not aware that they can do these type of things.
Yeah.
And secondly, our way of functioning, if I will go back 50 years back, visually impaired were sitting in front of the temple and begging.
Yeah.
Visually impaired were, taking a kind of a small instrument and singing the song. I'm not saying it is wrong. You can have, good impact for singing and other things. But the picture has created like this.
Yeah.
Ki they can do this thing only.
Yeah.
But they never thought ki other activities also they can do. They never thought about their potentials. I believe everyone has a potential in their life. If we can give a right kind of opportunity, right kind of learning to the person, they can definitely come up in their life and do the things whatever they want to do. So I personally want to say each and every one that you have all the potential in you. You have to bring out that potential. Instead of blaming others, we have to see how much potential we have and how we can bring out this potential and show to the people our abilities.
Those are very inspiring words, Madhuji. I think they resonate with our audience really well. What would you say are some of the changes you would recommend schools and other organizations to implement in order to make inclusivity a norm?
I personally feel that first of all we have to accept the accessibility in each and everything,
Yeah.
whether walking on the road,
Yeah.
we should have a kind of thinking all the persons with disabilities, maybe senior citizens, maybe a small
Yeah.
child, we should do the accessibility according to them. We should have a pathway, road, everything, transportation,
Yeah.
and also definitely this technology can bring accessibility in our digital
Yeah.
thing. So that is very, very important. I will not say the persons with disability, we will say that, but there are so many things for a senior citizen, for a small child, or
Right.
for a just for the sometimes temporary disability happens. So we have to take all these people together. If we will take this all together, there are so many people need this thing.
Yeah.
When we talk about only persons with disability, maybe people will say ki we have a less number of people, we cannot do. But this needs for everyone. So I
Yeah.
personally feel from the gram panchayat level to the parliament, everybody should think and bring out this to make all this policy level, to make all these things, have, comfortable for everyone.
Right. Yeah. Madhuji, if you had the ability to make one policy at the governmental level, what would it be?
I can say that I will, as I told you, कि this is very important that we should have a accessibility
Right.
towards everything.
Yeah.
So if the policy will be there, whatever small thing they will do, maybe they are making a building, their house or something.
Yeah.
So for that, they should think about all these things, this digital accessibility, the transport accessibility, the road accessibility, everything. I think so if we can make this, there is no issue. Everybody can be able to do the work whatever way they
Yeah.
want to do.
Yeah, as you mentioned, accessibility at the school level, I think there are a few subjects that children with visual impairment or other special needs cannot access after a certain age. After 8th standard, I think the sciences aren't mandatory.
Yes.
So what would you say about that?
See, so many things we will take it for granted.
Yeah.
Suppose after 7th standard, they will say, don't go for science and maths. Why not? We can also do the science and maths. So why
Right.
we have to stop people? If they have a thing to do,
Yeah.
why should we stop them? So I personally feel that government should allow them to do everything. We cannot stop it. Maybe
Yeah.
one person want to do, one person do not want to do want to do something else.
Yeah.
So we should give the chance to everyone. Whatever they want to do, accordingly they should select their topics.
Right. Which was your favorite subject, Madhuji, in school?
Actually, I was also very good in maths. This arithmetic. Nobody was there that time to teach me algebra, geometry, and other things. So I couldn't able to learn. I have to leave the maths because one thing I cannot be able to do. So I have taken some other subject because of maths.
Oh, okay. Madhuji, I also want to ask you what you would think is a state of comfort for at a emotional and social level for people with visual impairments. What would that scenario look like?
Okay. I will say that sometimes what happened, people will see persons with disabilities in general and visually impaired in particular, that they are something different.
Yeah.
I would not say anything about it, but just treat them like you.
Yeah.
That will give a better emotional way to deal with others. If people are talking, sometimes if any person with disability will come, they will stop. Oh my God, he will feel bad or she will feel bad.
Yeah.
But they also have the same emotion like you.
Correct.
So you can talk accordingly.
Right.
Secondly, I will say that sometimes, people will take them as a third person. Suppose, matlab, just I'm giving you the example.
Yeah.
If I am going with someone,
Hmm.
they will not ask me, would you like to have tea or coffee? They will ask my friend whether she will have tea or coffee. So they will find it difficult to talk directly to the
Communicate.
person.
Yeah.
That is, give them, little bit uncomfortableness.
Oh.
Okay, why he cannot talk to me directly? But I'm just giving you
Yeah,
example.
yeah.
It
True.
happens.
Correct.
Maybe they are not wrong. They feel, but if we can give this, I will say this is all awareness. Lack of awareness.
Yeah.
People do not know.
Correct.
So we can have this type of seminar, workshop, talking to people. And nowadays, people are going in different companies, different way. So maybe the things will change. I always believe we cannot, blame people. We have to change ourselves. And wherever we feel uncomfortable, we should be able to talk about it.
Right, yeah.
Then can be possible, not only with me, they will understand about just a general idea.
Right, this is a two-way game where you also
Yes.
come a few steps and the others also take steps towards.
Exactly. Absolutely. I always, tell them the first step we have to take, then people will definitely come to support us.
Yeah.
If we will be sitting, take care. This person is sitting, what support he needs it, kind of thing.
But I do understand that, as you said, due to a lack of awareness or, and a lack of understanding of the provisions that are there for people of different special needs, there are some reservations people have towards the
Exactly.
community.
Exactly.
What is one mindset shift you would wish upon parents and educators in order to create better access for students?
I always feel again the same thing. Everybody has their own way to show their talents.
Yeah.
Instead of seeing a person as a person with disability, see them like others.
Right.
And see to it what talent this person has. Maybe you want to take one person in music.
Yeah.
He wants to do something else. So why not? So parents should have in their mind that according to others, this person also has something in their inside.
Yeah.
So accordingly, you should select not to see them as a person with disabilities.
Correct. Yeah. I think that's a very powerful message. Madhuji, do you have any incidents that you will always remember that has stuck with you, that you have experienced in your journey at Mitra Jyoti, something that has changed your view of the world?
As such, I don't remember properly, but I can say that sometimes people are very stubborn. They cannot think about persons with disability and they are always, taking their way.
Yeah.
That time I always feel that, ki chodo, I don't want to talk to them. Matlab, I don't want to educate them.
Okay.
Their education is that much only.
Okay.
So I should go further.
Was there any breakthrough moment, somebody who really made you feel so happy? A student or somebody who has been through the journey of Mitra Jyoti and the programs here?
There are so many moments come that time we feel happy.
Yeah.
But certain I am not remembering anything.
Okay. But I think, Madhuji, this has been such an amazing, enlightening experience for me. If there is any other message that you'd like to give our audience, you can give it. The camera is facing right in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always again say that we will always blame others. I always tell all persons with disabilities that first we have to take a step, then wait for others to come forward to support you. Not like that we will be sitting and you will be waiting. Somebody will come in the things in a plate and give you. That will never happen. That is my message to each and everybody. And secondly, I will say that we should not think that we are persons with disabilities, so we cannot do anything. Instead of this, whatever our abilities, if we can show to others, so that is one thing. And we cannot just accept the things. We should think our, responsibilities
Right.
towards the nation, towards our family members, towards everybody. So that is very, very important. We should have a responsibility. We are not always the person to take the things. We have to give back to the society.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Madhuji. I'm so grateful that you gave me this opportunity. I think a whole new world has opened up for me. May I please give you a small token of our appreciation? I'm just going to be handing you a bag, Madhuji. Here it is in front of you.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
just going to keep it down.
Thank you so much. It was not necessary, but I personally feel during my work that whatever best I could be able to present to others, it will be a great thing for me.
Thank you, Madhuji.